Welcome to Farming Aid.
When most people think about British cattle, a few famous names come to mind right away. But beyond those big, well-known breeds is a hidden world of rare British cattle that carry centuries of history, survival, and local tradition in their bloodlines. These animals were shaped by tough landscapes, changing weather, and small farms where every cow had to earn its keep. They are not just livestock. They are living pieces of heritage that tell the story of how people and animals adapted together over time. In this video, we are diving into 7 rare British cattle breeds you really need to know about. Not because they are trendy, but because they represent resilience, balance, and smart farming long before those words became popular. Each of these breeds comes from a specific place and purpose, and each one brings something unique to the table, whether it is hardiness, flavor, efficiency, or temperament. By the end of this video, you will not just recognize their names, you will understand why protecting and learning from these rare cattle matters for the future of farming and food. One of the most visually striking rare breeds in Britain is the White Park cattle. These animals look almost prehistoric, with their creamy white coats, black ears, black points on the nose, and dramatic dark-tipped horns. Their roots stretch back hundreds, possibly thousands, of years, and they are often linked to ancient wild cattle that once roamed the British Isles. What makes White Park cattle truly special is how untouched they feel by modern breeding trends. They have kept their natural instincts, strong maternal abilities, and hardiness in rough grazing conditions. You will find them thriving on poor pasture where other breeds would struggle. Their meat is known for being richly flavored and lean, and although production is small, people who try it often say it has a depth you just do not get from mass-produced beef. Seeing a herd of White Park cattle feels like stepping into a different era of farming, where animals were shaped more by nature than by spreadsheets. Another rare gem is the Gloucester cattle, a traditional dairy breed that once played a huge role in the famous double Gloucester cheese. These cattle are usually a deep reddish-brown color with white markings, and they have a calm, steady temperament that made them ideal for small family farms. For centuries, Gloucester cows were valued not just for their milk, but for how well they fit into mixed farming systems where animals had to do more than one job. Their milk is rich in butterfat, which is exactly what made it perfect for cheese production. As industrial dairy farming pushed toward high-output breeds, the Gloucester nearly disappeared. But today, small farmers and conservationists are bringing them back because they offer something modern systems often lack: balance. They are efficient without being fragile, productive without being extreme, and gentle without being dull. The Gloucester is a reminder that good farming is not just about numbers, but about harmony between animal, land, and farmer. Then there is the Venal cattle, one of the rarest cattle breeds in the entire world. The Irish moiled, although often associated with Northern Ireland, has strong ties to the broader British cattle heritage and deserves a place in this conversation. These cattle are instantly recognizable with their red bodies, white backs, and the distinctive moiled or bald face. They are medium-sized, dual-purpose animals that were traditionally used for both milk and beef. What makes the Irish moiled special is their adaptability. They thrive in wet, cold, and rugged landscapes where other breeds struggle. Their milk is rich, and their beef is flavorful, making them perfect for small-scale, sustainable farms. For a long time, their numbers dropped dangerously low as farmers shifted to more specialized breeds. But today, there is renewed interest in them because they fit perfectly into low-input farming systems that care about animal welfare, environmental health, and food quality. The Irish moiled shows how a breed can be both practical and culturally meaningful at the same time. Another rare British breed that carries deep history is the Kerry cattle, one of the oldest cattle breeds in Europe. Though originally from Ireland, the Kerry played a role across the British Isles and influenced regional farming traditions. These cattle are usually black, sometimes with a little white on the udder, and they are known for being excellent milk producers relative to their small size. Kerrys were the cows of the poor farmer, the kind of animal that could live on rough pasture, give good milk, and survive tough winters. What makes them rare today is not that they are inferior, but that modern farming moved away from the kind of versatility they offer. The Kerry's story is about efficiency without excess, about doing a lot with a little. In a time when sustainability is becoming more important than ever, breeds like the Kerry are suddenly starting to look very modern again. The Shetland cattle bring us far north to the windswept islands where farming has always been a battle against nature. These cattle are small, hardy, and incredibly resourceful. They come in many colors, from black and red to brindle and dun, and they have thick coats that protect them from cold, wet weather. For centuries, Shetland cattle survived on seaweed, rough grass, and whatever else the land could offer. They did not need grain or fancy care. They were built to live where nothing else could. Their beef is richly flavored, and their temperament is calm and manageable. What makes Shetland cattle rare today is not that they are difficult, but that they do not fit into large-scale systems. They fit into human-scale farming. They belong on small farms, islands, and remote places where resilience matters more than speed. The Shetland is a perfect example of how cattle can adapt to some of the harshest environments on Earth and still produce high-quality food. Finally, we come to the Dexter, a breed that is small in size but massive in importance. Dexters originated in Ireland but became deeply rooted in British farming, especially among smallholders. They are compact, efficient, and full of personality. Dexters can be black, red, or dun, and they are known for being excellent for both milk and beef in small-scale systems. What makes Dexters rare in the bigger picture is that they represent a different idea of farming. They are not about maximum output per animal. They are about fitting animals into a lifestyle, a landscape, and a local food system. Dexters are easy to handle, economical to feed, and surprisingly productive for their size. They show that you do not need massive animals to produce high-quality food. You just need the right animals in the right system. As you have seen, these rare British cattle breeds are more than just animals in a field. They are living stories of resilience, tradition, and smart farming that have survived against the odds. Each breed carries something special, whether it is toughness in harsh climates, rich flavor in the beef, gentle temperament, or the ability to thrive on land where others cannot. They remind us that agriculture is not only about speed and scale, but about balance, heritage, and working with nature instead of against it. If we want a future of farming that is sustainable, humane, and full of character, then these rare breeds deserve our attention and protection. Learning about them is the first step. Supporting the farmers who raise them is the next. So if you enjoyed this deep dive into rare British cattle, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel for more farming and livestock stories, and drop a comment below. Let me know which breed surprised you the most or which one you would love to see on your own farm.